All right, you guys. Welcome back. It's been a while. We didn't really advertise this one, um, but you guys can go back and watch it. I hope your day, evening, whatever you see this is doing well. I don't know why Eric is looking like he's frozen in time, as, but he is.
Stuck in the middle with you. Anyway, all right.
So we are back. I'm. Uh, this is the Unsung Notes podcast. I'm Grady Henderson, and
I am Eric Stone, Eric Pierce, Eric the Dark One, Black Prince, all kinds of things that people have called me over the years. Not the bad words, just the good ones.
yes, and so we are we are back.
Yes.
I don't know if this. Yeah, there it is. We're back, and yeah. So before we get started with everything,
Let's talk about how this camera doesn't work. Gosh.
got some
I'm so
difficulties.
hurt. I'm so hurt by that camera.
So, how's your It's been a while, but how's everything going with you?
Well, life is life. Performing a lot at BB King's on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Um, Playing at Southland a lot, and also doing a few weddings, and always Tuesday night at Neil's. So work is fun. Life has been kind of throwing a couple of wrenches, but you just keep pushing. How about you? How you doing?
Horrible. You already know. That's why we're gonna talk about this mental health episode. But
But you've been doing shows. You've been working.
yeah, performing with the Even Odds band.
I like them. I used to know some of the guys in that
Shut
band.
up. You used to play with them.
I did.
That's how I met you. And then
I've never heard of them before in my life.
here didn't. And then the Ghost Town Blues Band. So yeah, busy, and in church. So as I don't know if many of you know, I am an ordained minister in the Church of God in Christ, which is referred to as an elder, and of course ordained in the Baptist Church and in Cumberland Presbyterian. But all those things can have a toll on you. But let's it's lunchtime for us, so you want to get into that?
Yeah. I brought some cheesesteak.
And this is this episode is for mental health. So we're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna just go ahead and get this out the way before.
Well, I don't know about him, but while I'm talking about mental health, I'm gonna be eating. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we're gonna introduce it. So you let us know what you got.
Okay, this is cheesesteak egg rolls with honey mustard. Never tried it before, and I figured we'd give it a shot. We've been eating a lot of healthy stuff. He and I, because he's into the whole seaweed thing, and I've been eating seaweed salads yesterday and all kinds of great fruit. So I've been eating very healthy, and I figured I'd go ahead and give something just to not as healthy, but just give it a shot and see what it is. So I figured we'd give this a shot. And I got sushi.
And let us know if you guys can hear us or not. You should be able to hear us.
Yeah, we should be loud and clear. Wait. Hold on.
Kia said hi, Eric.
Hey, Takia Kia.
You didn't say hey to me, but it's cool though. Ain't gonna say
Well,
nothing.
she's gonna always say hey to you anyway, because she,
No, she didn't,
talks
but
to
she
you all
didn't.
the time. Don't
She
play.
didn't.
Grab one, G.
What's wrong with
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
the egg roll? When you gonna dip it?
Yeah, go to dip it.
You dip? Did you ain't tried it either?
I ain't tried it either. I figured we both give it a shot. We kind of let
Dink
it get
it.
a little cold.
And sink it. We sorry for the crunchiness in y'all ear.
Well, Some things just should be made into an egg roll. But this ain't too bad though.
It's like they had extra thick wrapper.
Extra thick.
Well, it's not bad.
I like the cheesesteak though.
What else you got for us?
Mmm.
Wipe it down. Let's see if I can grab it.
I got sushi.
You got anything to drink?
Oh, great.
See it, wash it down.
I got Clementine Twist by a company called Sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine, blue skies. Sunshine.
I don't trust it. Can I have one? You have one?
Well, this other one is called, it's by Sunshine too. This one is called Ginger Berry. So,
Which one you? Yeah.
he doesn't like ginger ale.
I do, but you like it more.
Yes, I do. I really do.
What is this?
I don't know, bro.
You was not trying to be healthy, were you? You was trying to kill.
It's 40 calories, man.
There's 70 things of caffeine, so we're gonna wake up.
Yeah. You need to wake up.
No,
But
no,
yo, I'm halfway asleep self.
I'm not sleeping, I'm just depressed. And we'll talk about it in a second. All right, so we're gonna try this. Not bad.
As y'all can tell, I'm eating up a storm because I'm hungry.
All right, so mental health. We're approaching this from two guys. We're not, two fathers. Eric is
Yeah.
technically a father.
Oh, yeah.
He's in that role, and not two husbands. We are not married, but uncles. We are uncles, and what else? But just two black men living.
I'm black?
Jesus Christ, it's gonna take forever.
Nobody told me.
Yeah. Not only are you black, look, we're gonna turn it. You black. Look at you. Yeah, look at that camera. Yeah, you look like eyes right now. So those. Nah, for real. So did you have anything to kind of kick it off, or you want me to kick it off?
Well, I'm going to let you kick it off.
I didn't know what subject you wanted to start on first. We didn't. So mental health deals with a lot of stuff. You mentally just as well as your body physically needs to be in check, or cared for. Your mental also has can take a toll on you if it's not healthy, or if you're not treating your body, your mind and the situations around you are not in check. So I know we have anxiety, depression,
Yes.
and just those are the main ones that most people go through, and there's different situations that can lead to those issues that can really damage a person. So
Ultimately.
what you want to start off with first? Depression's a lot. Let's go.
Well, we can start with depression. Mainly, depression is an issue in particular that I'm all too familiar with, and I think a lot of musicians, especially musicians who are striving to be the best, have a tendency to be have to kind of fight with depression a little, because you want to do the best you can. You want to be better than you were yesterday, and when you don't see improvement or you don't see results the way that you feel like you should, it can cause you to be depressed. Even though you're on stage performing and everybody enjoys the show, you go home sometimes you beat yourself up, because you can't believe I messed up. I can't believe I made a mistake. And that's one of the worst experiences that a lot of musicians have, that leads to them drinking or doing other things that are harmful to their bodies, because you just a lot of times you just don't feel like worthy, or you don't feel like I'm good enough, even though you're still performing. It's a lot more to it, and trust me, it would take a long time.
Yeah, so depression is you see these guys, they perform day and night, night and day, and and we do that. Um this is how we make our money. This is how we live, and you're doing the same thing. Maybe it might be that person's first time hearing you, and but they don't know the struggle of what you have to do to get there. Road travel, um, money issues. Period. Because being a musician, we do have it's not like a steady, um, it's not like a set income on most jobs. Most times it can go here or there. The weather can dictate if you have the gig or not. Someone can cancel on you. So um, we try to put ourselves in a position where that doesn't happen, but it still can happen.
Yes.
And then at the end of the year, we got to make sure we've taken care of Uncle Sam, because if we don't, that can lead you into depression. I can honestly say, it's probably not the best thing to say, but as a preacher, but I've been through a depressive state in and out. So, yeah. So, anyway, I don't, I don't take people getting on my podcast on the comment section and saying stuff. Uh,
Hey.
so, um, so you got depression. That's mental health. Now, what are the ways that you can, come out of depression? I think it's all about first of all, it's about your surroundings. We're not going to do we're not going to go into the spiritual aspect as much. I think it's all about first of all, it's about
I'm sorry.
So you have how can I say it? If you're around people who are not trying to uplift you, but they're just trying to tear you down. If you're around negative situations, because I know Eric personally, no one speak for him, but he has moved from away from certain bands because of the mental aspect of it. It can cause you to be in a depressive state. If you want to go into that, you can go ahead.
Well, sometimes you're in a situation where you're in a band, and the people that are in charge of the band are being very, very difficult as far as booking shows, as far as the attitude problems, what they demand of you, and then after that they don't pay you what they say they're going to pay you. And in the past, especially when I was a teenager coming into this business, and in my 20s, I had to deal with a couple of people that were, we would do a show, and we'd be promised a certain amount, and I wouldn't get that. Sometimes it'd be a situation where I might walk away with $20 for a show. Never a good experience. Makes you question whether you're, what are you doing this for? And is it because I'm not good enough? And then later on you say, no, it's because this person is terrible. Or, you're doing a performance and everybody is enjoying the performance, but there's somebody on stage that is constantly barking into your ear negative comments. And if that, and if that doesn't break a person from time to time, I don't know what will. And, the best option is to walk away from the situation. There's no point in constantly allowing somebody to belittle you or berate you or say things negatively when you're trying to be a part of the excitement that's going on in the performance, because these people are looking to you to excite them. We are basically, we are people that are supposed to be uplifting people and getting people excited. We're not supposed to bring people down. That's the whole performance point. As an entertainer, I've only seen that. I've never seen anybody come out and say, "Well, I'm here to make you depressed." So you can't bring that on stage. So when you have some people that are performing and they're dealing with that on stage with other people that are on stage with you, it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's negative. It hurts, and you have to run away from it. Especially those that are singers and the ones that are really striving to do better. You got to get away from that. Never
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Isaac. You can come on the podcast if you want. This wasn't from a medical standpoint or professional standpoint at that. But he says the person starts with you. What you as an individual choose to accept as a truth in your personal life. And he also said to watch Inside Out too.
Yeah, I saw the first Inside Out. I haven't seen the second one yet. I will say this: you do have a point in that.
You have a point, but sometimes you
I was just going to say sometimes the circumstances won't allow you to try to pull you. You know what? Some things
we don't even have to argue with this man.
Okay.
Because he's trolling. Anyway, so not only depression, we have anxiety. Anxiety is one that I've just recently discovered, and won't get into because Eric was supposed to have certain things already queued up, but he doesn't. So I know he doesn't because he's just sitting there eating.
That's because I'm hungry, Grady.
But you didn't have it queued up anyway. You're supposed to have stuff looked up. But
today is World Mental Health Day.
Yes, today is World Mental Health Day, so it's a perfect day for the podcast.
Yeah.
We have anxiety. So I've recently, probably in 2001. Yeah, 2001. 2021.
Yes.
I recently discovered that I had a bout that anxiety was a part of my life, and I'm not speaking it to stay there. I'm just saying that my first bout with it was back in 2021 in February, and since then it has been a trouble. So you have to realize people do have anxiety. It affects their everyday life. Driving was my biggest thing. So love to drive all the time, and then that happened. Don't want to drive because felt like I would get into these panic attacks. So the anxiety led to the panic attacks, and so people don't know this, but now you do. It would affect a lot of how I deal with certain things, how I deal with people. My mood would change, and that can lead to depression, knowing that you have anxiety. So, and how to deal with anxiety, and what to do, and have people in place to help you when you're having those panic attacks. Because Eric is one of them. So I can call Eric. He knows what to say, when I'm in those situations. Most people just, act like, get over it.
Yeah, you're going to be all right. It's like, no, you
I don't
can't.
need that right now.
Yeah, that's not what you say.
Heart's racing, got pulled over on the side of the road. Many times I had to.
Yeah.
And we're talking like in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
In between cities.
Yeah.
like in the middle of Alabama recently. On my way to Birmingham, and at one time I had to pull over. I had to just, you know, he was on the phone, and I can hear him through the car. I had to, lay back in the seat, pitch black, close my eyes, breathe, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and just listen to his. I like to just, I like the person to talk about whatever. Just talk about your day. Don't make me answer no questions. I don't need to talk. I just need to listen to you talk about your boring day or something that's going on that's just insignificant, and that will help me with the anxiety, to calm down. And so this is that what helps me, um, and I think that all goes back to taking care. So we'll talk about that. We'll have a nurse or a doctor on possibly, but talking about your physical health, because if my blood pressure's through the roof, then that's not going to help.
Yeah.
The so I do suffer from hypertension, and most recently developed a high blood sugar. So yeah, so dealing with those things can only just hinder the mental health also, knowing that you're going through it. Things just play in your mind. And let's read comment from Isaac. Isaac says anxiety can play a major factor in depression. Anxiety tells you there's always more you should do or be already. We'll just play it.
Anxiety.
We're gonna show it through here.
Anxiety is a mental condition
he's-
characterized by excessive apprehensiveness about real or perceived threats, typically leading to avoidance behaviors and often to physical symptoms such as increased heart rate.
I was trying to read his comment.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go.
Well, it's on the screen for you guys to see it. And it will make the mind almost be at war with yourself. Very true. Very true. Anxiety. Because he says, because the sentence before that, he said, anxiety tells you there's always more you should do or be already doing, and anxiety doesn't always fit in the reality of your actual state.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, you can be, that's good stuff, because you can be like, just conflict and thinking or be anxious and for nothing.
Yeah.
And
now I gotta say, growing up in the '80s and understanding the aspects of what was going on back then, anxiety was like an everyday part of life, because everybody was telling you these things could happen to you, but as you went along, you would, your nervousness or your view on what could possibly happen that more than likely won't happen ends up being like at the forefront of your thoughts. At least for me it did. So as a teenager or preteen, anxiety was just a regular everyday occurrence for me. I was a normal, what people call a normal kid. So
hey, Faith.
Hey, Faith. So, and when it came to anxiety, had a lot of that, but I found ways to center myself and view the real focus of what I needed to try to accomplish. I could get through that. I figured out, on my own through diverse ways of how to fight this and how to battle with this and overcome it. And so over a period of time, you find a lot of little steps that help you get through it. I was in a bad car accident, and I ended up not being able to sit in the back seat of a vehicle. Well, I've worked through that, and now I can sit in the back of a vehicle and not feel, not have a panic attack because my anxiety is at ease. See, I think overall, it really is how you're going to deal with it if you can deal with it. Because sometimes it could be something that's medical, and if it's medical, then that's something that might require medication, or it might require somebody to give you specific steps to help you to alleviate that, such as saying, well, you need to change your diet, you need to change your activity habits, and these things might end up alleviating the stress levels that could cause you to do that. Some people, it might be just a simple chemical imbalance that medication may help it. But when you're just dealing with like everyday life anxiety, and I know we all deal with anxiety, especially in this world that we're dealing with right now, it's probably better um, if it's not medical. It's probably better to just call a friend, talk to somebody, and it's not there's no stigma there. Talk to somebody. It's fine. It's something that we all have to deal with at some point, and the ones that don't, God bless them. I don't know them, because everybody I know has to deal with it.
Yeah, life has its ups and downs. Life has its challenges, and life has tests and trials, and
Yeah.
how we deal with those, the reaction to the adversity or the problem, can really show you where you are and where you need to do and where you need to be. So if you are struggling with some kind of depression or anxiety, um, it's so easy to just stay there. It's so easy to just mope in your sorrow. It's so easy to just be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna be all you know woe me type attitude, and that's what you don't want to get into. You want to fight through it. There are some chemical imbalances that we do have to go through. I love the nature versus nurture argument. There are certain levels, testosterone levels, dopamine levels, whatever,
Yeah.
that can be out of whack. It's estrogen levels.
Estrogen. My mother
so-
had bipolar. My mother was bipolar, so
Yeah. So people do deal with that from a scientific aspect, but there are some certain social influences that we have in our everyday life that we deal with that can really show up and have a person feeling in certain states. So, did you want? Is there another before I go to something else?
Other than the issue with bipolar disorder and living with people who have bipolar disorder, it
And how do you deal with it?
well, I mean, honestly, it's one of those, you take a step back, and you as a kid, you reevaluate everything that you're doing, and you make sure that as you're going through life, you don't want to.
Hey, what the heck is this?
Huh?
What is this?
Read it.
I thought he had sushi.
That is sushi. It's called spring. I never heard of that before in my life. That's the reason why I got it.
Did you grab this big thing?
Yeah.
That's a hole.
I know it's two. You got to eat the little piece on the top first. Oh, and it's spicy. I don't know what to. You're going to love it. It's not that kind of spicy. It's like good spicy. But anyway, dealing with, having a parent that has bipolar disorder and another parent that suffered from schizophrenia sort of, made life a little bit different from, others, because you got to walk on eggshells. You have to reassure, that you are okay with whatever it is that they need you to do, in order for them to feel at ease. And when they have their moments, you simply get out of the way, then once we got older and realized what was going on, we would talk. we would have our conversations, and the conversations actually healed, and allowed room for a stronger connection to our parent, and it let us know also that you know your parents are not superheroes. You know, they have faults, and their faults can be somewhat jarring. You don't realize what they were dealing with until later. And then as you go on, you realize, hey, wait a minute. So I know how to deal with people that have this kind of situation. That are dealing with something like manic depressive or schizophrenia or whatever. But it can also build up a little bit of depression in you as well, because you realize you didn't live a life like so many others who just had stability, mental stability in their homes. It's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we can is about how to deal with um, the different mental health challenges that people will go through. We're not trying to hear to say what we, because we're still dealing with it ourselves.
And I ain't no doctor.
But we can, those who have family members, friends, and things who are going through, it is a very big. It's a big job to see. I've never seen Inside Out 2. I haven't seen Inside Out 1.
You haven't? You got to see it. It's good.
Huh. I got to see it now. He said, Eric, he said, you said it the day you stopped seeing your parents as perfect. It's the day you start living. And that's true. A lot of issues do start from how you were brought up, too.
Oh.
And you see the look. He gave me a look. So anyway, but yeah, how we deal with certain issues and certain things. Social anxiety is one of them. But how we combat, and many of you don't blame your parents for everything. I was raised in a Pentecostal home. My dad was a preacher, ordained elder in the Church of God in Christ. My mom, she's a church mother now, but she wasn't at first. But, very strict household. Then couldn't go to the movies. My sister had to wear pants. Couldn't wear pants.
Yeah, she had to wear dresses or skirts.
Yeah. Holiness. And,
yeah.
And so, old school holiness. And so, that can, if you're not careful, you can hold on to certain things as a child. You didn't get to do this, didn't get to do that, and
it can make you bitter.
You bitter, and you can hold on to it as an adult, and you need to just live your life and let it go. Yeah. I'm speaking to somebody, and she know who she is. But holiness is glory. Let me stop. What's that? Holiness is still right. But anyway,
you better tell the truth on that now.
It's still right. So, but certain things, not going to the movies, that was a kind of big one, but it's all good. I think because of where we live too, we lived in the country. It was hard to get. You couldn't get cable. If you did, they had to run it from
satellites or something.
You had to do satellite, and so they weren't gonna spend their money. And so that kind of made it even more confined. So I didn't grow up with Nickelodeon. So, yeah, I try to put on fake it. And I never grew up with Nickelodeon, none of that. Cartoon Network.
We lived in Orange Mound. We lived in Binghamton. We lived in Whitehaven. We lived in Fraser. Doggone it. We also lived in Jackson, Tennessee, in the projects, Allenton Heights. Bottom line is there was cable all the time.
I'm gonna put your comment on there, Devin. She says, I think we can blame them, but we have to hold the responsibility of where we are and where we are going. Yeah. So
You,
most definitely you can.
that's the
You can.
truth.
They played their role.
Yes.
They don't get off scotch
No,
free.
not at all.
And even us as parents now, we are all parents now. We, you know, we make mistakes. That was on us. But that as a child, I was a child. As a having a mother and father, I have to understand that, now I have to, from where I go now, after realizing what I've been through, realizing the problem, with my solutions, my reaction to how I was, maybe the negative part of what I went through. Now it's on me.
Yeah.
And y'all have cable. Y'all had cable without the C. Able. Hey. So
Okay, you know what? Now you're going there. Stop.
I like that. Yeah, we were just able to get 3, 5, 10, 13, 24, 30.
Y'all could get 30?
We got 30.
Yeah, we was in the city and we couldn't get 30 back in the day. It was hard.
So anyway, we like I said, this is Mental Health Day, World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'm done. So we text somebody to be quiet.
Yeah, please send a text.
But
we're never going to blame we never can blame others for how we feel. A lot of times you definitely have to go inward and look into what's going on inside of you that's causing you to feel this way. And ask yourself the hard questions, and if you can ask yourself the hard questions and truly reevaluate and give yourself the honest answer, more than likely you can get out of whatever state that you're in. If it's not medically, it's an actual medical issue, you can usually get out of it. And plus we have natural herbs and remedies that we can take part of that's going to help us anyway. So you really don't need chemicals. Everything we need truly is from the earth.
Yeah. So
that's my belief.
And then you have the certain depression and things can have you eating or not eating, and then you fall into this, whatever state that your body's in, and so we got to watch our diet. Surround your surroundings, surround yourself with positivity, people. Live for you. Why, don't live for, to just, live for you. Be like, how can I say it? Do things that you enjoy. Take time out for you. Little mental days for you or mental times for you. You can't always be 24/7 around your kids, especially if they're young. You gotta find someone. Gotta find a break. I mean, that's just natural, and you gotta somehow figure it out. You gotta take time for you because you're gonna need it, and So I encourage each and every one of you to reevaluate. What makes you happy.
Yeah.
What makes you, what gives you joy. We're not gonna get into the spiritual, spirituality of it, but there's joy in the Lord and seeking time and spending time with God. But that's up, if that's not where you are, I invite you to cry. No.
So now that the minister's done, let me talk to y'all something. Look, now
Devin says
sometimes sex helps.
Anyway, what Devin says, when someone is depressed, something as simple as taking a shower and going for a walk can change the trajectory. Yes, that is little small stuff. I like that. I might try that too. So.
You won't even go to gym with me, dude.
That's a lie.
Okay, I'll be at the gym tomorrow. I'll be there by 8 o'clock. Matter of fact, I'll go to the one down here, not too far from where we stay.
That's, anyway, doing activities.
Which means he ain't coming. Sometimes a workout does help, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Usually, when I get up in the morning, I go to the gym and I work out. The next, for the rest of my day, I feel so much better. I really do. It's like something has been lifted in me, and I don't know. I feel like I can take on the world, And it's not that I'm super fit or nothing. I ain't fit at all, but just getting that exercise in, putting in those moments and getting your blood pressure going and getting that heart rate up and then having it to go down and elevate up. It brings you up. That's the reason why I keep saying elevate, because, oh gosh, it's beautiful. But anyway, go ahead, Grady.
Yeah, okay. A good shower just by yourself, music, listening to music. Music is very, we do music, so music is very, can be good and bad. It can get you, music can set your mood. So
it can.
You have to be careful with it.
It can.
But
it can. It can set your mood negatively or positively. You want it to be positive because you want to have a beautiful day. You do.
So, and then Devin also says working out definitely helps, but the task can seem daunting. But if a person can do the bare minimum of a shower and taking a walk, it can help. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
walking is exercise. It's still the same.
Me and the gym is gonna cause more anxiety. Sometimes people.
You think because you go in there and
I've been to the gym, so you talking to somebody who's been to the gym.
So what is it about it that brings about anxiety?
It's the not anxiety so much as thinking too much or wanting to see results. ASAP. And where a walk, I won't even know I'm exercising. And so, Mandy just got on here. What are you talking about?
We're talking about sex.
We're talking about mental health.
And we're talking about
if
shoes.
You are married, I'm not even gonna get into sex with you.
Because I'm going there, man.
I don't know why. Mental health, especially with musicians or people who perform in the music industry, whether it's in church or on other aspects. Isaac says all those activities are for the person to bring self-care into action. Yeah. What's that? Mandy, I know you did not just say that.
I'm not married. He ain't either.
Anyway. I'm not going to go there with Mandy. Mandy Moore. How'd that feel?
Oh, see, now you know what, stop.
She's lying. Anyway, you guys, we will be more prepared next week. Hopefully somebody won't stand me up again. What does Devin say? Grady, the gym thing makes sense. I struggle with isolation, so when I'm struggling with depression, I do not want to be all the It's the social. You're around people. I gotta work out in front of you, and I don't. Even though I know you probably ain't watching, I think you're watching. I think you're. It's a whole aspect going to the gym.
I get it. Keep going.
I don't have a problem going to the gym, but I'm already gonna have anxiety when I could have just took the walk, like she was saying. And so since I live in the neighborhood now, by the way, if anyone wants to come to the housewarming, it is Monday, and hopefully we'll get another roommate. But if not, it's cool.
Lord, he just threw me the finger sign. He just threw me the. Yes, he did. Ladies and gentlemen, he did. Wait a minute, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, he did. He just threw me the finger sign.
You did not catch my step.
He just threw me the finger sign.
I didn't throw you a finger sign. I'll stretch and get out.
Oh, really? That's what it was.
But truly,
I'm telling Mama.
But
I'm
truly,
still telling.
she probably watching.
Oh,
Truly,
Mama, you see what he did.
truly, no, okay. Truly, a walk can really, because that when you're dealing with something, you just want to just go outside. And I have the neighborhood to do the walk. The shower is just right there. Getting in the car to drive, which I already said was an anxiety. Oh, one more thing. Take care of yourself. We're gonna talk about it with the physical, but pray for your boy. Me, I'm going blind, and I hold you to that, man. I'm going blind because of blood sugar levels, and so I can barely see now. I need glasses, and so it can the physical aspect. I might be losing weight, but certain things are still out of whack, or have already have taken its toll, the damage in my body, and so that can lead to depression.
Yeah.
And if I'm not careful, I can find myself really moping about it.
And just know that there's a possibility that these things can
No,
be
I don't need reading.
reversible.
I don't need reading glasses.
Yeah.
I have it's directly through the blood sugar. I can see up close. I can't see far away.
And Grady, I'm telling you this because I did it. I ended up going and having to get glasses, and I started doing other things and changing different aspects of my life, and all of a sudden I didn't need them anymore because it reversed itself. So it's possible that it can reverse.
It cannot reverse. From what I read, because of what's happening with the blood pressure and the blood sugar, this is unreversible. It can stop, and where it is right now.
Grady, it got to the point where my eyes were so cloudy when I was driving. I couldn't recognize the signs. You know, as I was driving, I couldn't recognize the signs, and I was saying, I just need to make it home so that I don't die in the process. And that's how scary it was. And I thought, oh, this is it. And you know what the doctor told me, the optometrist, the one out there that I told you about. When I talked to her, she said, it's possible that it could just be temporary. She said, so just get these glasses right now. It'll help you in the meantime. She said, but they can. She said, I've seen them improved. I know it doesn't look like it will. She said, but it can improve. So it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. Don't ever rule it out. It's definitely possible. And please, man, through God, all things are possible. Don't play. Shoot.
Well, that's what we'll discuss on the next podcast. But addiction, I think, was what we were going to talk about.
Addiction.
But because and a little segue into that, addiction can also be a
mental health issue.
That a coping
mechanism.
Instead of you walking, like Devin said, or taking a shower, like Eric said, going to the gym, or like I said, just having an activity that kind of brings you joy. You just grab the bottle, or you grab the drugs. So we'll talk about it, and or you can overeat.
Hey! You touching on some sensitive
or
stuff.
You can,
now,
or
stop.
you can
Stop.
that sugar addiction.
Stop. You know
So
what?
We'll
If I want to eat, I can eat.
we'll talk about it.
I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat because I'm sad, and because I'm sad, I eat. It's a vicious cycle. You know where I got that from, right?
Alex can be an addiction. What's that?
Somebody said Alex can be an addiction.
What does that mean?
I don't know, the drummer Alex.
Oh, sex. He meant sex.
Oh, I was going to say, Alex is a talented drummer, but I don't know if he's an addiction.
Yeah. Now, yes, eating is therapy too. That's when. When do you stop?
But great.
Sex is therapy too, right? Because
In
it
a way.
releases certain
Endorphins.
Yeah, kind of relaxes you. But then, sex can also cause your blood your heart rate to go up, and
Yeah, in a
people,
good way.
nah, in a bad way.
In a good way.
And so, then you can be searching for it all the time in the wrong place.
Searching for the good love.
So, I apologize for my demeanor. I am not the right now the most joyful, but we here.
He's dealing with a couple of things, everybody, and please understand, we all go through things, so we can all understand where he's going, what he's dealing with. But the bottom line is, we're here to be a support system for all of our brothers and sisters that are dealing with things. And if he's dealing with something, doggone it, we all dealing with something. So whatever we can do to help, that's what we're gonna do, Grady.
Check on your people.
Yeah.
Sometimes just to hear someone say, "Hey, how you doing?" And thank you all for coming on the podcast. That really helped.
Hey, sis.
Hope you didn't see it.
Oh.
Anyway, who cares about Janessa?
I know. She said one day at a time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know what? You know you happy to hear from your baby sister, man. Come on, dude.
Sure I am.
It's a blessing, man.
What's up, Jersey Boy? A.K.A. We got your real name because you got that on there.
Somebody called Jersey Boy?
No, he's from Jersey. Here.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the best musicians. Everybody want to come up here. Thank y'all for praying.
We was about to sign off.
One blood at a, no, we don't. Nah, Isaac. See, that's Chris. I can't do the blunts.
One blunt at a time.
One blunt at a time, sweet Jesus.
Oh no.
So, anyway, recap. Depression, as Isaac has stated, that's on you. You can stay in that state if you want to. Watch the movie. I'm gonna watch it Inside Out too.
Yeah, Inside Out.
As he recommended. Nah, you ain't gotta switch to your government name there. Washington. So,
what's up, Bobby?
What's up, Bobby?
I saw Bobby last night at
getting off
I'm sorry.
Track. I'm trying to end.
No, we can't end it because they here now.
They come.
Collect Your Life Inc. would like to collaborate.
You can have Janessa in here if you want to.
I would love to have Janessa here.
She mean.
She is not mean. Right. She's actually very, very, very educational about stuff. She can actually help.
Yeah, about English.
And she's so much better at speaking than we are because we keep saying,
No, I don't. You say, I'm a public speaker. You are a public singer.
Now, when you look at this and you see how many times we said, you're going to be like, oh, man. So I'm like, we keep saying it.
Isaac, why are you agreeing with Janessa? So, not only depression, the anxiety, social anxiety, people sometimes when they're in crowds, they get a little weary, or they can just see a certain situation, and it could have been triggered from something that happened in their past, like a car accident.
Oh gosh.
Or most of the times car accidents we see, but then you start to get these panic attacks. And like I said, be praying for me. I do have panic attacks. Yeah. And so, I kind of know what situation I can be in that can cause me to, when it's coming on. So I kind of make plans to not. If I see a highway, there's a highway, you go on I-40. If you go on I-40 through New Mexico, as soon as you hit New Mexico, I promise you, it looks like you can see to the end of the earth of a road.
Oh, yes, it does.
It's like this.
It does.
It's just, it's almost super straight.
Yeah.
And so that can triggers, yes. So, that's those are things that we have to deal with, and I have to deal with myself. But like I said, get your support system there, and you never know what you can conquer, or through the help of God and help of your friends. So,
and also accept your faults, accept every single aspect of who you are, and sometimes If you can truly accept who you are, you can move past a lot of things a lot easier, especially when it comes to digging into yourself and being mad at yourself for things. You can let go a lot easier if you accept who you are. This is who I am, and yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm gonna be all right.
I want to be a, I would love to be like a billionaire right now, or or the best saxophone player.
I don't want to be no billionaire.
The best saxophone player in the world right now. But hey, certain things just won't. I have to accept where I am, and that I have to be content that where I'm put in right now. That I'm, not that I'm going to stop trying to achieve to be better, but I can't mope on the fact that I'm not where I thought I should be, and that helps.
Yeah. Always be motivated. Always be motivated.
You want to be motivated, but you don't want to be. You don't want to be stuck on the fact that I'm not here or there,
Yes.
and this other person is there. You start comparing your career to other people. Whether it's music or whether it's just in the work, or regular work field. You start comparing yourself or looking at where this person is. So,
Post what she said. That's actually good.
which one?
Breathing through your nose.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
That's in Pasharu we were taught to inhale through your nose, out through your mouth, slowly. Deep breaths. So.
I like that.
Comparison is the thief of joy. We'll post that one too.
Thank you, Douglas.
We appreciate that, Doc. He's a good drummer.
Yeah.
We were a lot worse. Next podcast.
Wait a minute, Greg. Were we worse?
Yes. Next podcast will be
Oh my gosh.
because he's off the rails, and I'm usually the calm one.
No. Honestly, usually Grady's the one that's cutting up. If I showed you some of the videos that we have, the first thing you say is this man is insane.
Next podcast we would do vegan food like we were supposed to, because we want to show
I'm
you.
gonna tell you
our
what you can do with your
is-
vegan food.
Our podcast is
You know what? Vegan
our
is not
podcast-
necessarily healthy.
okay. Anyway, I know
Anime.
it's not. I don't care. It is not healthy. We're giving different options. Our podcast started off. We were on the road.
We was on the road. And
We didn't start out on the road, but
so much junk.
we would go to different venues for gigs, weddings, and we'll stop at
Loves.
and we'll try to get something. So that's the eating aspect of our podcast. Plus, we hungry hippos, so we see. If you knew how old he was, you'd think I'm old. So
I'm 29 plus.
yeah.
I didn't lie.
Yeah. So we get So each podcast, if you're new to the podcast, please stay for the next one, which is next week. We'll do a vegan food review, and not so much that it's healthier, because some of them is not as healthy, but some of it when it's made from beans and not that impossible meat, lentils or mushrooms. Those burgers are very good for you. So we're trying. Janessa called us Big Bag.
No, they ain't.
The mushroom can be. It
The
depends on if it's
mushrooms?
fried. If it's not
Really?
fried. If it's not fried.
Okay, well, we're going to try it because I don't believe it. I've never tried it, so I'm
Anyway.
skeptical. I'm skeptical.
Some people have insensitive to meat, certain meats and stuff, and so they, for whatever reason, digestive, they have to go vegan. So we're gonna try them out and see what happens.
Okay, let's do
Since
that.
Eric is very against it, and he brought the most unhealthiest egg roll ever, and he knows we don't eat unhealthy here.
First of all, we eat here. Forget healthy, we eat here. Now, what we don't do is we don't come in and bring in some daggum Chick-fil-A and then not offer it to our brother.
That was from yesterday.
So you shouldn't have had it here.
We
I'm about to start sounding like Little Richard. Keep on.
yeah. We thank you. Anyone have any more comments about the about mental health? I appreciate Isaac for his in-depth analysis,
Yeah,
and also
and thank you, Douglas, for saying that that we are calming. That means a lot. That really does.
that's we'll talk about it. I was gonna bring that up. I'm trying to
Bobby,
be positive about it, but
Bobby says, "What y'all got going on?" We talk about mental health, Bobby.
no. But listen to what Isaac said. Y'all trying to visually trick your mind to eat something that looks like normal food. Wow.
Okay, you know what, Isaac? I'm gonna tell you this right now.
That's
you need
true.
to no, Isaac. You need to hush, because see now you trying to make this so that I won't eat.
He's joking, Isaac.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what we're doing. Because impossible meat and all these things, everybody wants to have something that looks like it's regular
They're
food.
all trying to make it look like something else when they can
just eat the other thing. It's okay.
Like it, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Bob said you picky. So, in conclusion, I will also bring a drink. Because and I don't know what Eric gave me. It's got a lot of caffeine.
It's only got 9 grams of sugar. It was only 40 calories.
He ain't got to sit up and lie to himself. That's true. So, remember, if you want to come to the housewarming, you gotta bring. You ain't gotta bring a gift. I prefer you bring a gift because that's why we.
He prefers money
because we ain't got nothing in this house.
Oh, Bobby,
we in the house now. This is.
I didn't know Bobby said that. Bobby was what they called me picky. I thought it was somebody.
So.
Y'all bring bring something nice.
You bring it for Chris, your brother. That's a nephew.
Dang, Isaac, for real? You gonna bring? Okay, you know what? You know I have cousins that are police officers that are watching this. Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble.
The whole neighborhood smoke weed. Apparently, I'm the only one.
He said, "Bring a bag of dimes." That's what he said. A bag of dimes. Hush. That's what we're gonna look at it as. Oh my Lord. Well, what you gonna do then, Grady?
I'm looking at these stupid comments.
Have you put anything?
Janessa said she bringing Jesus.
Well, we got Jesus here. Shoot, Jesus already here.
He's on the main line.
Tell him what.
You've been in Lakeland.
Yeah, a bag of dimes, Bobby.
Anyway. So this has been.
I got to go to work. Sure.
If you want to see Eric performing, he'll be at
BB King's
in the Devil's House at BB's
3:30.
I'll be in church at choir rehearsal.
No Devil's House.
So,
the House of Blues, R&B, and Soul, and
so yeah. So you guys support us.
Damn it, it's bad.
And thank y'all. The next podcast should be Wednesday or Thursday. We don't know yet. It's up to Eric.
It ain't up to me. We'll do it again, same time.
It's got to be Wednesday.
It's got to be Wednesday?
For next week, I'll be out of town Thursday.
Oh, okay. Then it's got to be Wednesday. Yeah. Then we'll just do it Wednesday.
Next podcast will be Wednesday.
Yep.
So
around this time, so it'll be like
we appreciate you, Isaac, because you you know, now I gotta watch this cartoon. I did not know it had.
You got 2 to watch.
You know, message. I ain't seen I gotta see the first one.
That's good.
Much love. If you like you said, I guess Isaac is more than likely to be here. Janessa and other people. You know, come on out to the house. Just hit me up for the address, and and anyway, come on out to the house in Midtown. We in Midtown. That's the only clue I'm gonna give you. And we straight up in Midtown, like drum shop Midtown. So y'all want to come on over, y'all can. Bring a gift. You know, you gotta ask. You guys, I'll send you the address, dummy.
You know what? Stop. You leave sis alone. Now quit picking on her now.
So, you guys, this has been the Unsung Notes podcast with me, Grady Henderson.
And me, Eric.
And yeah, thank you guys, and y'all have a good rest of y'all evening, okay? Johnson trying to be funny. So, all right, you guys. Bye.